Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, look, I am a hot mess today. The kitchen's a hot mess. I'm a hot mess. Let me tell you what I've been doing before we get into cooking. I know y'all are going to say it's way too early. You're in North Carolina, but I've been getting out my fall clothes and winter clothes. And let me tell you why. Because our schedule after tomorrow, our schedule goes crazy. Sunday night, about midnight, we head over to the farm. We sell chickens Monday, early in the wee hours of the morning on Monday, and Tuesday morning. So we are crazy time. And then Bryant and I go to, along with a few people from our church, are going to a leadership conference, a Breaking Barriers conference for church, and it is in Greensboro, which isn't far away, but it's all day events, you know. And then after that, we come home, we have revival, along with normal weekly meetings. If we have a Wednesday night service, we have a few, a leadership meeting at church. We have several already scheduled. Then we have revival. After revival, Bryant and I are taking a fishing trip, just he and I. We usually go somewhere for a few nights, just he and I, because we take a full family vacation. And then he and I like to get away, and so we like to fish, so we're going to the coast and we're going fishing. Then we come back and we have a business meeting. It's a poultry farmers grower meeting. So we have that. Then it is in full speed ahead. Get ready for the community chicken stew that we throw right here on the farm. Then we get ready for my third grandbaby's arrival. Well, let me back up. Then we have a Hallelujah night at church, which is our alternative to Halloween. And then let's see, what do we do? Then of course it's Bryant and my birthdays, and in November, and I decorate for Christmas early, and Vlogmas is coming up. Hey, speaking of Vlogmas, about a week or two probably prior to Vlogmas starting, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek to the calendars, the Advent calendars we're going to do. And so we will, that way if you want to go along with it, if you want to order them and do it with us, you certainly can. So about a couple weeks before Vlogmas starts, I'll give you those sneak peeks and the links to those things. So anyway, it's busy and I won't have time to get out any clothes after today and tomorrow. So that's what I've been working on. But we got to run errands today, and then we have a dinner appointment tonight, and I'm so excited. And so we're going to make something really fast. I gave you a long video yesterday and a long introduction today, but we'll keep the video as a whole short today. So I'm going to grab everything we need. I'll meet you back right here. All right, so let me tell you what you're going to need. You're going to need some pumpkin puree. This is just pure pumpkin. I opened this up for, what did we make? And I only used a little bit out of it. I can't remember. But anyway, I looked for other recipes to make this, and I asked you guys to share with me. A lot of you said dog treats, that would be a great thing to make, and it would. And Caroline and Isaac both have dogs, and I may do that if I have another open can. A lot of you said pumpkin bread, all kinds of ideas came. And really this idea only came a couple of times, I think, but it's one I think I'm very interested in making. I believe I've made it one time before, long time ago, many years ago. So we're going to make it again. We're going to make a dip, like a pumpkin dip for cookies, for apples, for all kinds of things. So we're going to put this together. So get out your hand mixer. I'm just going to briefly go through the recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup. I'm just going to use the rest of what's in this can. It calls for 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Calls for an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. It calls for a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a half a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. I don't have the pumpkin pie spice. I haven't bought it yet this year. And so I'm just going in with a full teaspoon of cinnamon. But if you have pumpkin pie spice, you can do half and half. I mean, just whatever kind of you use in your pumpkin pie is what you want to use in this. And I'm just going to use a full teaspoon of whatever spice. And then a splash of vanilla. So, first thing I'm going to do is I did not set out my cream cheese. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up, put it in a bowl, and nuke it for just a few seconds and get it nice and soft. I'm going to grab my hand mixer. Y'all, I have the most wonderful hand mixer that is battery operated. There's no cord, but this girl never charges it up. I forget to charge it up every time. And I was in a hurry and I just didn't do it. So I'm kind of bummed. I love that thing. But I'm going to get out my corded hand mixer and we are going to mix this together real fast. But first, I'm going to soften my cream cheese in the microwave. All right, let's get you guys turned down here. My cream cheese is nice and softened. We gave it a quick little spread there. I'm going in with a packed. I always pack unless the recipe says not to pack the brown sugar. I always pack it. So 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. And I'm going to use the rest of this can of pumpkin puree. Just going to go ahead and get everything in here. Like I said, the recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup. So you can definitely measure it out. I'm just going to eyeball it and then go with the rest of that can because I want to throw that can away. All right, I'm going in with a splash of vanilla. And we're going in with a full teaspoon of cinnamon. Now the fun part is what we're going to serve this with. Like, how are we going to use it? And so I can't wait to show you that. Looks like a lot of cinnamon, doesn't it? All right. So let's give this some mixing up. I'm going to scrape down the sides because just like anything else, things get kind of hung up on the side. See that cream cheese needing to be worked in? Now, I was kind of bummed that, you know, I forgot to lay out my cream cheese, but actually, the more I think about it, I'm kind of glad I nuked it in the microwave. It's going to help that brown sugar dissolve because it's slightly warm. And that's actually going to end up being a good thing. So we're going to scrape our lay it back down and go again. And just like that, you have an amazing, delicious dip. So I'm going to unplug my thingy there. All right, guys, I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator for a little bit, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to fix up a platter. I'm going to go get one of my fall platters that I decorate with, and we'll wipe it down, wash it, make sure it's okay and clean, and then we're going to fix a nice little platter. Bryant will be coming in from the chicken houses in just a little bit, so he'll like and appreciate a nice snack. So, with that being said, I'm going to get busy doing that, and I'll meet you right back when I start putting the platter together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have washed a Granny Smith apple, and we're going to cut that up. And in this little bowl right here, I've got some ice cold, I had to use lime juice. I was out of my lemon juice, but we've got lime water in here. Normally it would be lemon, but that's just to keep it from turning. So I'm going to go ahead and slice this. Whoops, get back on there. And I'll save that core to nibble on. We're just going to slice that up, put it in this, and I put ice in there to keep it cold because I think I want my apple slices nice and cold and chilled. All right. There we go. All right. So now let me go get the rest of the things that we're going to use to dip in this dip. And I'll be right back. So we have our apple. Excuse me. So we have our apples that's going to go on here. But we also want to try some other things. So I got some graham crackers, just regular off-brand honey graham crackers. The cinnamon ones would be really good on this. I also have some ginger snap cookies, which again, the ginger goes right with this. So delicious. So I'm going to put, let me show you. This little bowl is just going to serve as a prop because I have the pumpkin already in a little bowl and in the refrigerator, and I'm keeping it cool. So I'm just going to set that there on my pretty little platter so we can kind of fill in around it and save it the space for the dip. And I'm going to just try to break these very much where they're perforated. Whoops, I don't want an ugly one. I can eat those. There we go. All right. So there we go with those. Now we're going to use our ginger snaps, and I'm going to look for whole ones. Some of these are broken in here. So I'm actually taking time to dig through this box a little bit just to be sure to get out whole ginger snaps. This is not the brand I normally get. This was just Great Value brand. I don't know that I've tried these. They don't remind me of my normal ones. Okay. So there we go. And I can put our apples, I tell you what, let me just slide these over, let the cookies be next to each other. We can put the apples right there. All right, I'm not going to get the apples out or the dip out until Bryant's here and has his bath. Because let me tell you, when he comes from the chicken house, he does not smell good. And that means when I go in the chicken house and I come out, I don't smell good. But I don't have to go in today, but I sure will Sunday night, early Monday morning at midnight. I'll be in there working like crazy. And since Daniel has come aboard, I haven't had to work at the farm other than my paperwork as much as I used to. I'm getting warm. I'm coming out of this shirt. So I haven't had to be over there quite as much. So I'm sure my stamina, and I won't be as fast as I used to be. I will be a lot slower. And I know my stamina's not there because I was very used to carrying big buckets and stuff over there. Not anymore. So we'll see how this goes. But all right, I'll see you back when Bryant gets home and when he gets clean, and we'll do the taste test. So Bryant's home getting cleaned up. I'm going to drain these apples and kind of dry them a little bit and get them on the platter. Put our dip on the platter, and he can have a nice, refreshing, sweet treat for his little snack from working so hard. I think I'll have a little nibble. So good. Just apple. So, you guys know I'm not a pumpkin fan. And I think this dip that we're fixing to put on here would be good with just done with sweet potatoes. In fact, we're going to do some sweet potatoes. That's another fall item. So we're going to do some sweet potato desserts probably next week, hopefully, depending on how much time I have to do any cooking with my crazy schedule that's coming up. So we're gonna plan for that and hope. I've already got my sweet potatoes. I just gotta plan the day I'm gonna fix them. So all right, Bryant will be out of the bath in just a minute. He'll be dressed and ready, and we'll let him try this dip with all 3 items. All right, everybody.
Here we are.
Somebody's fixing to get hurt.
She's going to give me another sandwich.
All right, so here we have our little bowl of dip with our goodie plate just for you. I got out my special plate.
Your fall plate?
Yes, just for you.
Wait, now what is the dip? I've never had it.
It is a pumpkin dip.
Oh, pumpkin.
Yep.
Yep.
So give it a try, and I want you to try it on all 3 items.
Okay. All right, let's try it.
Apple first.
Now, I like a lot of dip when I dip.
This is true. And you can double dip because this is all yours, baby.
That's really good. That's really good. Good, smooth, light, not too heavy.
Is it sweet enough?
It might be a little sweeter for me. Okay.
I was thinking it might need
Are these
more brown
ginger
sugar.
snaps?
Those are ginger snaps.
Okay.
But if you're going to eat it on cookie, it might be perfect.
Definitely a little different flavor. Not terrible, but...
Not terrible.
No,
terribly different.
Yeah. I'm getting some of the ginger in the background.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that goes with pumpkin, I think.
Yep. Here we go.
And this is a graham cracker.
Graham cracker. That's the least sweet right there.
Really?
Yeah. I would have thought it would have been just as sweet. I don't know why.
Okay.
All 3 are good.
So maybe up the brown sugar to a 1/2 cup.
Just a hair. What was it, a quarter?
I did a 1/4 cup.
Yeah, do a half. But I'm telling you, as far as the
flavors,
it's like a whipped.
There's cream cheese in it.
Yeah, it's like a whipped spread.
I'm gonna try it with an apple.
Very light. The spread is very light.
I don't like a lot of dip, so he likes a lot. I only like a little bit.
I like it a lot.
I like it with the apple. And I don't like pumpkin.
That's good. It kind of tastes like sweet potatoes.
Y'all, I really like that. And I don't like pumpkin. This is shocking.
You know what would be good on it?
No, I only used cinnamon in it. I didn't use pumpkin spice.
I just say a little drizzle of maple syrup. That would be good.
That would be good.
Yep.
Ooh, that might be good to sweeten it with instead of I'm gonna try
instead of brown sugar.
I'm gonna try the graham cracker now.
We got any maple syrup?
In the refrigerator.
Let me see. Here we're gonna make an adjustment on the fly.
I like this.
We had some.
Bottom shelf.
There we go.
I really like this.
You really like that? You seem surprised.
I am surprised because it's pumpkin.
here we go. How much should I put?
That's up to you. Let's let them watch.
Slow much. Okay, here we go.
You gonna stir it in?
If it goes south, it's my fault, okay?
That's okay. I got a whole bowl of the dip.
Do you really? I'm gonna add about 1 whole teaspoon.
That'd be a tablespoon.
That'd be a table?
That'd be a tablespoon.
That's why I don't get in the kitchen often. Okay. It's gonna change the consistency of it too, okay?
Well, probably not if you whipped it with a hand mixer.
Yeah, and if you put it back in the refrigerator, then you cool it. Okay? Well, here we go. Taste test. Here we go.
I'm gonna do with the apple.
I'm gonna do apple again.
Off the chain?
Knocked it out of the park. That knocked it out of the park. It wasn't bad the other way.
Mm-mm.
You could probably put 2 tablespoons for me.
That's good. So what I'm gonna do,
the maple's not overpowering.
Down in the description, I'm gonna post the recipe, but I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. We added 1. He thinks it needs 2. Y'all, I liked it. I liked it from the beginning, and I liked it with the maple. I like it, and it's pumpkin. That's a shock. That is a shock. So his phone rang. He had to go. We have got some errands to run, and I know this was a short video, but hey, you had a long one yesterday.
Hey, tell him you're gonna put a cap in there, or a cow check.
Oh, yes, I can put our cow check from last night. You don't want to miss it. I'll put a little farming. I've got about 2 or 3 little videos of farming, so I'll put that at the end. So I'll come back and say goodbye in just a minute. Hey everybody, we are out doing our nighttime cow check. We've already checked 1 herd. They're talking to you.
I'm saying hello.
We've already checked 1 herd. Now we're over here at the other one.
Other farm. See some back there in the background? Let me turn you around. All right, here's some right there across the hill. There's I think there's 21 mama cows and a bull over here. And so here they are. There's 1 missing. I just heard her over the hill though, over there. So check it out. You can't see it, but the newest calf is over across the creek. Let me see if I can get a right there. No, not right there. He's over there somewhere. Might be there with them 2 mama cows, because that solid white-faced cow, it's her calf. I think I see his little head back there in the background. Oh, I see his little legs under that cow right there. See his legs back there under that cow? It's back there. It's got a little white speck on his face. It was born, today is Thursday. I think it was born on Saturday. So here they are over here. Let's go call it quits for the evening, guys.
We were getting ready to leave, so we came over here to this field to check on the one we heard. And guess what we found?
The newest born calf. Number 36 cow right there. And she has had a little red bull calf. Look at there. It's crazy how a black bull and a black cow has a red baby calf.
Oh, he's precious.
The amazements of life. It's okay. Ain't he cute? Look. Everybody else come here to check him out. Ain't he cute? Come here, buddy. Come on. He is pretty. What do you want to call him, Mama?
Copper.
Copper. That's a good name. Let's call him Copper. So, looks like he's born maybe early this morning or late yesterday evening. So, all right, let's get Copper. Let him have some rest.
All right, so wasn't Copper the cutest thing ever? His phone never stops ringing. But anyway, was Copper not the cutest thing? He is adorable. So that is her second calf, and both of them have been just as bright red as they can be. So anyway, all right, I will see you guys next time on the Farm and Pastor's Life. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.